trying to plan this and I have no idea what to talk about. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long time and I am so sorry. I would like to say I have a lot going on, but I don't. I have no excuses. I've just not done an update for a while. Today's video, we are gonna do a second trimester update. I am currently 18 weeks and 2 days, which means I'm almost halfway done. If you are pregnant as well and you're around the same 18-week mark as me, little baby is about 5.5 inches, I think I want to say, about the size of a sweet potato, and I think it said about like 7 ounces. I'm trying to just remember off of what my app told me this week. Baby's getting bigger, yay! And I'm almost halfway done, which is super exciting, but also terrifying. With being almost halfway done, you now have to think about the nursery. You have to think about a baby shower. You have to think about a registry. You have to think about childcare. If you have another child, you have to think about what you're gonna do with the one you got, or the 2 or 3 or 4 that you got while you're in the hospital or during recovery. My situation, we are gonna be doing a repeat C-section. I just think it's safest that way. I have a feeling that if I tried to go with a vaginal delivery, that it would end up in a emergency C-section anyways. So I wanna just have it planned out and just do a elective repeat C-section. That's really scary because you have a longer recovery time, and with having a toddler who will be almost 3, he is very, very busy. So he'll be a little over 2.5 by the time she's born, and so I can't chase him. So I'm gonna have to figure out somebody to help me out while I'm at home recovering from abdominal surgery, because it's extensive, it's tough. We're in the second trimester, and with the second trimester, as you might have already heard before, it is like it's the best trimester because you're not so big to where you can't tie your shoes anymore, but you're past all the nausea and the icky first trimester symptoms and everything. My nausea is gone. It disappeared after 13 weeks, which was amazing. I know a lot of women are not so lucky, so I'm counting my blessings because it's definitely a blessing. It's good to have the nausea gone because I'm making breakfast every day again for my son, so he's not just getting instant oatmeal or donuts. I'm able to have my morning coffee. Hallelujah. I definitely missed that, and I couldn't drink it through the whole first trimester because I just could not stand the taste of it or the smell of it. It just made me sick. So I'm glad I'm past all of that. With the second trimester, you get more energy. So I definitely have had a lot more energy, and I'm now getting the urge to do things that the baby is not gonna care about. Windowsills in our living room, because we put new windows in and we took the old sills out and we haven't put any back in. So I'm like, oh, before the baby gets here, we need new windowsills. Who cares? I took like screws and nails out of my walls yesterday that we weren't using, and I speckled all the holes. I don't know. Pregnancy makes you do like really weird stuff. So my energy's up, so that's really cool. I'm playing more with Malcolm. I'm not just lazing around all the time. Like, we're in the playroom and we're playing with toys and we're learning animal sounds and we're doing all that fun stuff again. And so that's really cool because I can now spend time with my child and not just feel like a big potato that is just exhausted all the time. So that's been really cool. I have insomnia at night, so like by the end of the day I'm really tired because I've done so much all day. By the time I lay down for bed, I can't sleep. I just can't sleep. I scroll through Pinterest, I am making my baby registry, I am planning the nursery, I'm looking up DIYs to do in the playroom downstairs. I am like, everywhere, and I'm like 10,000 miles a minute. Like, when I do finally fall asleep, I only sleep for about an hour, and then I'm up, and then I lay back down, and then I'm up. And it's not because I have to pee so many times anymore, because that's gone away too. So I'm just awake. It's like I check on Malcolm, even though I know he's still sleeping and he's still in his crib. Check on him. I walk around my kitchen a couple times, laps around the island, I don't know. One thing that happened the other day that I have no idea what it was. I was sleeping and I just like woke up suddenly, but I couldn't move, and my back was like cramped up. So I used to get Charlie horses in my legs when I was pregnant with Malcolm, and it was like that, but it was in my back, and I couldn't move, I couldn't roll over, everything hurt. I was like sweating, like I was just like, it was so painful. So I don't know if the baby was just sitting on a nerve or something, what was going on, but it did not feel good. And I'm sure that's probably just has to do with her getting bigger and sleeping being almost impossible. It's not very fun to get comfortable, and I'm not even that big yet. We'll do a bump shot towards the end of the video and I'll show you. But yeah, so back aches and back cramps, that's like my new thing. But other than that, the second trimester has been amazing. Felt movement. Like, I've been feeling movement since 13 weeks, but I've had to really pay attention. Now she catches me off guard. Like, I'll just be sitting here and she'll just like kick. I'm like, oh man, that was a big one. But I think it's because it's my second pregnancy. I know what to look for. And they usually say women that are pregnant for the second time around normally feel it sooner. So if this is your first pregnancy and you haven't felt movement yet, do not worry. With Malcolm, I didn't really feel movement until I think after 22 weeks. I think she just gets pissed off. She's really quiet today, but she was moving a little bit earlier, but just been, I don't know. She's like settled on like one side. It kind of hurts on that side. My husband was able to feel her move. He hates it. He thinks that it's like alien-like, and he doesn't like feeling it because it's like, oh, there's like a person in there. Yeah, there's a person in there, and she's getting bigger every single day. Let's see if I can poke her. Oh, there it is. She's like, Mom, leave me alone. So I'm hoping we'll be able to see like the big rolls and the kicks and the elbows and punches and everything. I just want to see it. I think it's really cool. And then if you watched my last update at our 11-week appointment, they had noticed that my thyroid levels were a little off. So they put me on thyroid medication. It was levothyroxine, which is a very common thyroid medication. It might be the only one. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know what your thyroid is. I just know that mine was wonky for a minute. I was on the levothyroxine, like the lowest dose possible. They really weren't that worried about it, but they wanted to just be cautious. So we rechecked my levels at my 16-week appointment that we had, and all my levels were good. So I got to stop my thyroid medication, which is really cool. And then we're gonna check it again at my 20-week appointment, which is here in, it's actually gonna be like 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks out, because they couldn't get me in when I was 20 weeks. So I'll be like a day away from being 21 weeks by the time we go in for our anatomy scan. We are checking my thyroid levels at 20 weeks, but we're not doing the ultrasound that day. That's just an OB check, and then the following week is when they got me in for the ultrasound, so I'll have to go back to different appointments, but that's okay. I did also stop taking iron supplements. I switched my prenatals to a prenatal that has iron in it. With Malcolm, I only took the gummy prenatals because anytime I tried to swallow like a bigger pill, it would make me like gag, like, and I was almost throwing up every time. So I ate the gummies, but I found that out this time that the gummy vitamins don't have iron in them, and I don't know if it's because it's like, not gelatinous, but it's like a gummy consistency and maybe iron can't be put in that. I have no idea, but none of the gummy prenatals are gonna have iron in them, or if they do, it's like not enough to even be helpful. So I changed to a actual prenatal vitamin. It's like a horse pill. It's so big. But I'm doing just fine with them, and they do have iron in them, so I stopped taking my iron supplements because my hemoglobin levels were all really good. I've been saying I want to do a pregnancy after loss video because I know some of the mamas that follow me on YouTube are loss mamas. If you are pregnant after loss, I want to have that video out, I really do, but I'm having a hard time making it while I'm currently pregnant because I'm still in all of those fears. It has gotten better, but it's not completely gone. I don't know that it will be until she's in my arms. I don't think it will, I don't think I'll feel 100% comfortable until she's actually here. And even then, once she's here, it's like a whole new set of fears that are gonna set in. But a couple of the things that I'm doing that's helping, like I said in my last video, is I had a really good friend lend me her fetal doppler. So anytime I was feeling anxious or uncomfortable, I would just use the doppler and check on the baby. I would check on her at least once a day. You know, once you find the heartbeat, like you feel better, and you just take it day by day. So that's what I was doing to help me with that. Now that I can feel her move, I try not to panic and pull out the Doppler, but like today especially, she's been really quiet. Like she hasn't been moving a whole lot. So I just have to like sit down and like poke on her a little bit and just kind of like move around. And then she'll kick and I'll be like, okay, she's good. She's a little pissed off now, but she's good. So I'm not using the Doppler as much, but I do pull it out every now and then. Like if I just want to check on her really fast and I don't, you know, like if she's not moving too much or whatever. It's still a little early to do kick counts because they are still really small. I think they suggest kick counts around 22 weeks. I have my necklace that I made. I'll put a picture in because you can't see it on the video. But it's just a little coin necklace and it's got a little, not opal, it's like iridescent little gem charm on it. It's got a little rainbow stamp on it. It's metal stamped with a little rainbow because she is my rainbow baby. So I wear that, keep that close, and it makes me feel better as well. I've been keeping a pregnancy journal because I feel like every day is a day to celebrate, but every single week I take a new picture, new bump date, bump shot picture, just to kind of see the progression and see how she's growing, and it gives me something to look forward to for like the next week too. So it helps keep my mind off of like the negative stuff. Another thing that has helped me a lot, especially with the pregnancy after loss, is my prenatal anxiety group, the group that I'm in on Facebook, and it's been absolutely amazing. I joined it when I was pregnant with Malcolm and I never left because it's just a wonderful group of women who all deal with different anxieties in different aspects of life, and not even just pregnancy, but just like being either a mom or trying to get pregnant or whatever. There's so many different experiences, and I feel like being a part of something like that really helps you feel less alone and more connected to people who share the same thoughts. If you're in like the same situation, I would look into finding a group like that on Facebook. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention like the name of the group or whatever, so I'm not going to, but just do a search on Facebook. That's what I did, and I found that group, and they're awesome. I didn't even know prenatal anxiety was a thing until I got pregnant with my first child, and I hit 16 weeks and my anxiety went through the roof, and it was just, I don't know why, like there wasn't certain triggers, like it was just uncomfortable. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and head over there because I post over there more often than anything, and I am starting to do IGTV series on there. I have like a decorating series for fall. that I'm starting, and then that I have started. There's like already one up there, and then I have another one going up here in a couple days. And then I do want to start doing pregnancy update series on there as well, and just do like shorter little ones. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll leave that in the link down below. I do a lot of stories, and you can just chit chat with me if you wanna, if you need support, or if you just want to chat or whatever. So let's do a quick bump shot. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you sticking around. Sorry I haven't been more active, but hopefully that will change soon. I'll keep y'all updated, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Bye.